What on earth happened in Edmonton's real estate market for the month of October? Well, I'm going to talk about that right now. Hi, this is Melody Wilson with the Real Life team at RE/MAX Elite. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the new videos. So, what on earth happened in Edmonton's real estate market for the month of October? We are still staying pretty busy. Of course, we just had a big dump of snow this last weekend, so that's going to change the market a bit because the weather does have an impact on our real estate market. So, looking at the October market stats, for the listings we have active in Edmonton, we have gotten less month over month, less year over year, and we're starting to see it each week when I do a Facebook update. We do a Facebook Live update every week on the market status. Every week we're noticing the inventory levels dropping. So what that means is that it doesn't mean that we're just not getting new listings. It means that for the number of sales that have happened and the new listings coming on, we're actually still at a negative number. So the sold from last month went up from last year at this time, but is down from the month of September. Year to date, we're still selling a lot more than we did last year. So given what's been going on in our world, it's amazing that we still are selling as many homes as we are. So a big reason why there's more sales than the previous years, one is the interest rates. Interest rates are at an all-time low right now, and we have a lot of buyers that are just sitting around waiting and seeing what's going to happen. People who still have their jobs definitely still have their jobs, and so they are looking for the opportunity to purchase, and people want to get in before Christmas. So it is still possible right now to get into a home before Christmas. The more we get into the month of November, the later it's going to be. And it's going to be hard because in December, things shut down over Christmas because of land titles being closed and lawyers being closed. The average days on market is 48 days, so we've gone up a little bit slightly from last month, but we're still lower than we were last year. If you look at the trends for the last 13 months, the average days on market typically goes up over the next few months over winter. That's very normal, and we do suspect that that will happen again as well. So far, we're staying pretty consistent the last few months at a good average days on market. So your odds of selling is still quite high, especially a lot higher than it was last year. Month over month, we've gone down a little bit in terms of odds of selling, but we're still at a pretty decent ability to sell. So if you're a seller looking to sell, you might want to chat with me to see if this is a good time for you to sell your home right now. Depending on where your house is located and what kind of home you have, it is still a really good time to sell your house. You're going to have a higher chance of selling than you did last year, which doesn't always equate to higher dollar amount, but sometimes it does, because the longer a house sits on the market, the lower the price is going to get. The quicker a house moves on the market, the closer we're going to be able to get to that list price that you want. So if you look at your average price from this month in October compared to last year at this time and the previous month, it has still gone up. I recently saw a Facebook memory from about 4 years ago, and our average price was in the 300s. It's like 373, and now we're sitting almost $100,000 higher than we were just 4 years ago. So you want to take a look at different areas, because obviously the average price is different. And what does the average price really mean? If you're searching for a home under the average price, just understand that the typical house that you may get is going to be maybe substandard, depending on what that is. The average house is a typically move-in ready home. It's one of the homes that are mostly purchased, and most people are looking for move-in ready. And sometimes they're new, sometimes they're old. Again, it's very dependent on the area. This is a number for all of Edmonton in the Edmonton area, so it can be new and old. So if you look at the price trend over the last 10 years, you'll see that we are almost at the end of this 2020 crazy year. We've got 2 more months left to go, and our average price compared to the years prior, we're actually slightly a little bit higher than we were last year, and we're still on an incline. So that is really good news for homeowners. Even if you're not looking to sell, your equity in your home has gotten better. We've been doing house stock updates for our clients and our friends, so if you want one as well too, and you want to know how your house stock has been doing, comment down below, send me a direct message or email. I'll be happy to give you a house stock update. It's important to know, just like your stocks, what the stock market did this past year, what your house value is. You may not want to know, but it's really good to know year over year to see how the biggest asset that you own is doing in the market. So your guess is as good as mine as how our November-December market's going to do for 2020. Just like this whole year has been completely unpredictable, I also predict it's going to be unpredictable for the next 2 months. So we'll see how things go. If you have any questions about the real estate market and what it means for you, Don't be afraid to reach out, and we'll talk to you next month.